Kaito was your typical background character, awkward, clueless, and still holding on to his V-card. But secretly, his heart was locked on the school's ultimate goddess, Arya, the flawless queen bee every guy wanted. One day, his bros dared him to confess to her. Sounds like a death sentence, right? But before we get into the video, let me know in the comments, where are you watching from right now? Thing is, rumors about Arya are wild. Some say she's a heartbreaker who just samples guys before moving on. And on the very day Kaito planned to spill his feelings, the hyena squad at the back of class were already plotting to steal her attention. But then, Arya suddenly leans over and borrows his pen. She casually starts scribbling, her sweet vanilla aura brushing against his senses, while Kaito is fighting for his life trying not to lose focus. Still, he notices something. She's not mocking him, she's actually treating him like a real human being. Later, during rooftop lunch with his buddies Jin and Riku, they strike a crazy deal. Whoever fails the next test has to follow the winner's command. Guess what? Jin and Riku bomb hard. Kaito comes out on top, and their punishment for him? Confess to his dream girl. So after class, Kaito drops a love letter asking Arya to meet behind the gate. He's sweating buckets, doubting everything, but also thinking, screw it, what do I even have to lose? Arya shows up, totally chill, even giggling at how stiff he is. Then she hits him with the big question, why do you even like me? Heart racing like a shonen battle theme, Kaito blurts out the most basic line ever, because you're cute. Immediately, he wants the ground to swallow him, but instead of laughing or rejecting him, Arya smiles and accepts. We're dating now. Meanwhile, in the distance, Jin and Riku are short-circuiting like NPCs witnessing a main character glow up. Their first date? Nothing fancy, just walking home side by side. But Kaito moves like a busted robot, stiff as a scarecrow. Eventually, he blurts out the burning question, why? Did you even say yes to me? Before she answers, Kaito's brain betrays him. He remembers that one painful flashback when he confessed to a cute girl years ago and got instantly friend-zoned. That scar still burns, but Arya surprises him with her reply. She says she accepted because she wants to actually get to know him, to see if love can grow between them. Basically, she's giving this relationship a genuine shot. Then, she casually drops a truth bomb. Most of her past romances didn't even last 2 months. On the train ride home, that thought eats away at Kaito. His mind replays all the rumors, the whispers about Arya being a serial heartbreaker who just hops between guys. When they reach Arya's house, plot twist, she invites him inside. No one's home, she says, and Kaito's soul nearly leaves his body. His brain is now running in full shonen panic mode. Inside her room, Arya steps out to grab drinks, leaving him alone. Kaito's eyes lock onto a certain drawer, the kind of drawer every anime fan knows is forbidden. His morality bar drops to 0, and he peeks. Big mistake. Arya walks in. Instant heart attack critical hit. Instead of raging, she casually pulls out a camisole and shows it off. It's new. And then, Arya tilts her head, asks if he wants to shower first or just get straight to it. As she starts unbuttoning her shirt. Red alert. Kaito's entire existence flashes before his eyes. This is it, the moment anime gods finally decided to bless his pathetic life. But instead of diving in like a classic shonen degenerate, Kaito pulls a Giga Chad Sigma move. He stops her. Arya's eyes widen. Why? Arya assumes every guy wants one thing the moment they score a girlfriend. But Kaito, still holding on to his last shred of sanity, tells her straight, this is too fast. He even reminds her she didn't know his full name until today. He wants their first time to actually mean something, not just a rushed checkbox. So he asks her gently, do you even really want this? Arya admits she doesn't know. To her, intimacy has always felt like an obligation, like something you have to do in a relationship, or else the guy bounces. That's when it hits Kaito like an anime epiphany. Maybe Arya isn't the player, maybe she's the one getting played. Her boyfriends weren't victims, they were the users. When Arya asks again if he wants to go through with it, his inner shonen spirit screams, yes, please! But instead, Kaito holds his ground. He says no, because he doesn't want to be like her exes. Respect, hormones. As he heads home, Arya walks him to the main road. On the way, she admits he's different, more honest than anyone she's been with. Kaito comes clean. This is literally his first relationship. He's never even held another girl like this before. He promises he won't cheat, and he wants their first time to happen when she truly wants it, not just because she feels forced. For the first time, Arya actually believes this might be something real, not another shallow fling. Next day, Kaito wakes up still shook. He's actually dating Arya, the school goddess. He even panics over how to reply to her cute text about being late. When class starts and she walks in, all eyes follow her like usual, but then she drops a sweet smile just for him. Critical hit. Kaito takes 999 damage. At lunch on the rooftop, Kaito spills everything to Jin and Riku. Jin, being Jin, cuts straight to the chase. Did you clap or nah? Kaito admits he didn't. Riku, acting like some kind of love guru, advises him to always keep protection ready, because with a top-tier girl like Arya, the competition is endless, and simps are everywhere. Back in class, Arya starts chatting more with Kaito, even telling him about some dream she had. But Kaito can barely process her words, especially with her assets being a distraction in full HD. From the back, the Hyena Squad is already mocking him for daring to talk to her. To make matters worse, Arya's friend Mei gives him the death glare like she's trying to erase him from existence. Overwhelmed, Kaito short-circuits, changes the subject, and dips out with a half-baked excuse. For the rest of the day, Arya keeps orbiting around Kaito like he's her new favorite NPC, but Mei, her guard dog bestie, is always lurking, shooting him death stares like a final boss with maxed-out aggro. To save his sanity and her reputation, Kaito asks Arya to keep their relationship secret at school. They'll only talk after classes and on weekends. But when he says weekends, Arya hears date. She lights up instantly and agrees. Now Kaito's trapped by his own words. Saturday's just one day away, and he has zero plans. That night, Arya calls and asks where they're going. Kaito, in full panic mode, blurts out, a movie. But when she asks which movie, his brain blue screens. So she presses him. Why do you even want to go on a date? Kaito answers honestly. He just wants to know her better and would rather do what she enjoys. Arya pauses, then agrees. Call ends. Kaito collapses in despair, overthinking what her weekends could possibly look like. Saturday comes. Surprise! Arya is a shopping beast. She drags him around the entire mall like a sidekick carrying loot. It's Kaito's first time seeing her in casual clothes, and she looks like she stepped out of a romance anime cover, while he feels like a random pebble on the street next to her sparkle. After hours of shopping, Arya asks if he's actually having fun since he's been so quiet. Kaito hits her with honesty no jutsu. He's been paying attention the whole time, memorizing the things she likes, watching her face light up whenever something excites her. He says he enjoys it because she's happy. Arya instantly goes red. MC just landed a critical hit of sincerity. She admits he's nothing like the others. That night, Kaito texts her, but for the first time, no reply. Immediate panic. His brain spirals. Did she get bored? Did she find a hotter guy? Is this already the end? He tries to calm down the only way a true anime bro knows how, by binging a Luffy recap video. Next day, Kaito meets up with Jin and Riku, but then he sees Arya chatting with some random guys in the back. His friends notice too, and just pat his shoulder like, RIP bro. Mood. Funeral. Later after school, Arya suddenly asks Kaito to meet her at the park. On the way to the park, Kaito feels it in his bones. This is it, the dreaded breakup scene. He braces himself, even regretting not going further when he had the chance. Still, he steels his heart, ready to accept his L like a true shonen underdog. But when he arrives, plot twist, Arya doesn't drop the hammer. She whips out a new limited edition phone case of her favorite character. Not only that, she bought two, one for herself, one for Kaito. She even dragged Mei along to help, since the store only let one person buy one. While waiting, they ended up gaming together until their batteries died, which is why she never replied to his message. Kaito crashes. He feels awful for assuming the worst. Standing frozen, he looks guilty, and Arya mistakes it for him not liking the surprise. But the truth? He's overwhelmed. He doesn't feel worthy of someone who cares this much, yet here she is. On the way home, Arya says she's glad her one-week anniversary surprise went well. Kaito admits this is uncharted territory. His first love ended in rejection, so he's still scarred. Arya just smiles and says if that didn't happen, he wouldn't be with her now. Kaito sighs, thinking young love never lasts anyway, but Arya disagrees. She explains her parents started dating young and ended up married. That's the kind of love story she believes in. As they're sharing the moment, a loud car roars past, startling Arya. Kaito, in peak fanboy mode, lights up. That's a supercar! Arya blinks, confused, asking what makes it different from a normal car. Big mistake. Kaito's inner otaku ignites. He goes on a full turbocharged rant, breaking down every feature, engine spec, and detail like he's narrating a car anime. Arya just stands there, stunned. When he finally comes back to reality, he apologizes for the outburst, but Arya just smiles and says it's fine. Actually, it makes her want to be like a supercar too. She admits she wants to go fast, grow up quick, start a family. But life keeps slowing her down. Her relationships never last, her parents divorced, and deep inside she still feels childish. Kaito listens quietly before dropping a heartfelt line. Supercars aren't just about speed, they're about enjoying the ride. He tells her she's already living youth, right by enjoying school, her friends, and the things she loves. The words click. Arya smiles brightly, promising she'll enjoy life just like he says. Seeing that smile, Kaito realizes he still has a long road ahead, but he's determined to catch up with her. Later that night, Arya calls Mei and admits her plan worked. But Mei, ever the guard dog, replies coldly, "You don't have to stick with Kaito if you don't want to. I still don't trust that guy." Arya, however, stands her ground. She says she does want to, because she feels comfortable around Kaito, and that's why she wants to keep this going. Mei can't argue, but her eyes still scream sus. Just when things are leveling up for Kaito and Arya, a wild event spawns. A transfer student walks in. And not just anyone. It's Kaito's first love, Mari, the girl who once crushed his soul by friend-zoning him. The moment Kaito sees her, it's like a flashback jutsu. He hears her voice saying, "You're just a good friend," all over again. He can almost taste the pain, but this time he clenches his fist, reminding himself, "I have Arya now." Meanwhile, every guy in class is already losing their minds over Mari's sweet, innocent aura. But Mari herself? The first person she notices is Kaito, especially since fate cruelly sits them next to each other. Kaito instantly swears to himself, this time, no drama, no slip-ups. He won't let anyone find out Mari rejected him, especially Arya. Distance mode activated. But then, after school, danger appears in the form of Mei blocking his path. Kaito freezes. Her glare feels like it can erase him from existence. Trembling, he asks if he did something wrong. To his shock, she just brings up Arya's birthday. It's this Saturday. Kaito, clueless, has no idea. Mei's irritation level goes max. Do you even take her seriously? Eventually, she exhales and tells him straight, plan something for Arya. Kaito, desperate, asks for her help. He wants to pull off a surprise as good as the one Arya gave him. While they're talking, however, a lurking side character snaps a picture of them together and blasts it in the class group chat. Next morning, Arya's already waiting at the train station. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and ring the bell so you don't miss part 2. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.